Hello and welcome to this general knowledge mega quiz. I'd like to say a quick thank you to Davey, one of my viewers who kindly sent me some questions that I've used to help make this quiz. And if you guys are now ready for a challenge, let's begin. Darjeeling tea is from which country? Is it from China, India or Brazil? And I hope you got off to a good start with India. In total, how many dots are on a dice? 18, 21 or 24? And it's now acceptable to use the word dice as a singular form. The correct answer is 21. Which dinosaur had large triangular plates along its neck, back and tail? Is that a Spinosaurus, Triceratops or Stegosaurus? And the answer is Stegosaurus. Madonna played a fencing instructor in which James Bond film? Die Another Day, GoldenEye or Casino Royale? And there's an early bonus point if you know who played Bond in this film. The answer is Die Another Day. The calcaneus is the medical name for which bone in the human skeleton? The skull, heel bone or collarbone? And the answer is the heel bone. The Arabian Sea is part of which ocean? The Indian, Atlantic or Pacific Ocean? And it's part of the Indian Ocean. What is the only country named for a letter in the NATO phonetic alphabet? Chile, India or Zimbabwe? And the answer is India for the letter I. Marshall Bruce Mathers III is the real name of which singer? Is that Jay-Z, Snoop Dogg or Eminem? And that's the real name for Eminem. In Spanish cuisine, what type of food is gambas? Is that ham, shrimp or cheese? And the correct answer is shrimp. Cruella de Vil is the villain in which novel? The Jungle Book, 101 Dalmatians or The Lion King? The answer, 101 Dalmatians. Who wrote the novel The Hunt for Red October? Was that Tom Clancy, John Grisham or Michael Crichton? And it was Tom Clancy. In the natural world, what is a bushmaster? Is it a type of bird, snake or fish? And it's a type of snake. The 2001 film Black Hawk Down was set in which country? Afghanistan, Iraq or Somalia? And that's an excellent film set in Somalia. What German word translates into English as lightning war? Blitzkrieg, Luftwaffe or Panzer? And although I get criticism for my pronunciations, I refuse to use an AI voiceover. I'm keeping it real. The correct answer is Blitzkrieg. Egg yolk, melted butter and lemon juice are the ingredients of which sauce? Béarnaise, Hollandaise or tartar? And they all make Hollandaise. Vincent van Gogh lived during which century? The 17th, 18th or 19th? The correct option there is the 19th century. Who wrote the children's book Horton Hears a Who? Was that Roald Dahl, Dr. Seuss or A.A. Milne? And that was Dr. Seuss. Which cartoon cat chased Tweety Pie? Was that Tom, Sylvester or Garfield? And do you remember your cartoons? The correct answer is Sylvester. The Lincoln Memorial is in which US city? New York, Los Angeles or Washington DC? And if these are easy, don't worry, there's some difficult ones coming up. The correct answer here, Washington DC. Riga is the capital city of which country? Estonia, Latvia or Lithuania? And that's the capital of Latvia. I See Dead People is a line from which 1999 film? The Sixth Sense, The Blair Witch Project or The Matrix? And that's from The Sixth Sense. Daniel Craig played 007 for the first time in which James Bond film? Skyfall, Quantum of Solace or Casino Royale? And his first was Casino Royale. What name is shared by a type of tree and a famous US ski resort? Aspen, maple or oak? The answer is aspen. Firenze is the Italian name for which city? Rome, Florence or Venice? And whether you hate or love my Italian pronunciation, give me a thumbs up for trying. The correct answer is Florence. Elvis Presley was born in which US state? Texas, Tennessee or Mississippi? And he was born in Mississippi. In 1984, Michael Jackson's hair caught fire while filming an advert for what product? Pepsi, Coca-Cola or McDonald's? The answer is Pepsi. How many bases are there in baseball? Are there 3, 4 or 5? And there are 4. Adult Amazon River dolphins are what colour? Are they blue, pink or grey? And they are pink. Which golf club is also known as a number 1 wood? Is that a putter, driver or wedge? And that is a driver. Who was also known as the Maid of Orleans? Is that Joan of Arc, Catherine the Great or Elizabeth I? And the answer is Joan of Arc. China has how many time zones? Does it have 1, 3 or 5? And for such a wide country, surprisingly only 1. What branch of medicine deals specifically with blood vessels and the lymphatic system? Is that neurology, cardiology or angiology? And the correct answer, angiology. How many times was Marilyn Monroe married? Was she married once, twice or 3 times a lady? And she was married 3 times. You might visit a trichologist for a problem with which of these? Feet, scalp or teeth? The correct option is scalp. Swan Lake is a famous ballet composed by which composer? Tchaikovsky, Beethoven or Mozart? The answer, Tchaikovsky. Osteoporosis affects which part of the body? The muscles, bones or skin? And that affects bones. Queen Victoria herself granted a royal warrant to which chocolate company? Cadbury, Nestle or Hershey? And the answer is Cadbury. In which environment are Joshua trees found? In the desert, rainforest or tundra? and they are found in the desert. Which comedian hosted the Academy Awards a record 19 times? Was that Billy Crystal, Bob Hope, or Ricky Gervais? The answer is Bob Hope. Who wrote the novel The Picture of Dorian Gray? Was that Oscar Wilde, Charles Dickens, or Mark Twain? And that was by Oscar Wilde. Aqueous humour is in which part of the body? The heart, eye, or ear? And it's part of the eye. How many minutes are in a period of play in ice hockey? 15, 20, or 25? And there are 20. Texas Hold'em is a variant of which card game? Blackjack, poker, or bridge? And that's a variant of poker. What is the Japanese organised crime group known as? Are they the Triads, Mafia, or Yakuza? And they are the Yakuza. What is the world's largest rodent? Is it the beaver, capybara, or nutria? And the answer is capybara. Who created the character of Tarzan? Was it Rudyard Kipling, Edgar Rice Burroughs, or Jules Verne? And the answer is Edgar Rice Burroughs. In German cuisine, what type of food is a pumpernickel? Is that bread, cheese, or sausage? And it's a type of bread. Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor of which US state? New York, Texas, or California? The correct choice, California. Jean-Claude Van Damme was born in which country? France, Belgium, or Switzerland? And he's known as the Muscles from Brussels, which is Belgium. Which is not a discipline at the Ironman World Championships? Swimming, cycling, or rowing? The answer, rowing. What is the Venus de Milo? Is it a painting, a sculpture, or a building? And it is a sculpture. Which of these was patented by Laszlo Biro? The ballpoint pen, typewriter, or touchscreen? And it is, of course, the Biro ballpoint pen. Name the rocket that carried all Apollo lunar missions. Was that Mars 4, Jupiter 3, or Saturn 5? And it was the Saturn 5. What was actor John Wayne's real first name? Was he Stacy, Marion, or Sue? The answer is Marion. Who released the single How Deep Is Your Love in 1977? Was that ABBA, Bee Gees, or Fleetwood Mac? And that's by the Bee Gees. What is the official language of Venezuela? Is it Portuguese, Spanish, or French? And it is Spanish. Who released the single Flowers in 2023? Was that Miley Cyrus, Taylor Swift, or Billie Eilish? And it was Miley Cyrus. Who wrote the novel The Runaway Jury? John Grisham, Stephen King, or Dan Brown? And that's by John Grisham. Which animal is on the Lacoste company logo? Is it a lion, crocodile, or elephant? And it is a crocodile. Who is Popeye's nemesis and arch rival? Is it Bluto, Green Goblin, or Asterix? And it is Bluto. Kathmandu is the capital of which country? Bhutan, Nepal, or Bangladesh? And it's the capital of Nepal. What is a goatsucker? Is that a type of bird, fish, or mammal? And it is a type of bird. What is the name of butterfly-shaped pasta? Farfalle, penne, or fusilli? And the correct answer is farfalle. Which human organ controls blood sugar levels? Is that the liver, pancreas, or kidney? And that is the pancreas. What colour are hotels in the classic version of Monopoly? Are they red, green, or blue? And they are red. Eye of the Tiger was the theme song for which film? Apocalypse Now, Predator, or Rocky III? And the answer, Rocky III. What type of animal is a falabella? Is it a dog, horse, or bird? And it's a type of tiny horse. The mythological Sphinx had the head of which? A lion, human, or eagle? The answer is human. Who was the first wife of Tom Cruise? Was it Nicole Kidman, Katie Holmes, or Mimi Rogers? And the answer is Mimi Rogers. How many sheets of paper are in a ream? Are there 250, 500, or 750? And there are 500. Toblerone is a chocolate bar from which country? Belgium, Switzerland, or Germany? And it's from Switzerland. In which of these sports do players wear bibs that indicate their position? Basketball, soccer, or netball? And the correct answer, netball. What was the nickname of Dr. McCoy in Star Trek? Was he Bones, Knuckles, or Meds? And he was Bones. In Greek mythology, who was the first woman on Earth? Athena, Pandora, or Hera? And the answer is Pandora. What was the profession of Frasier Crane in the TV comedy Frasier? Was he a lawyer, bartender, or psychiatrist? And he was a psychiatrist. What colour poppies commemorate animal victims of war? Red, purple, or white? And the answer is purple. Pleurisy affects which human organ? the heart, liver or lungs? And that's a condition of the lungs. Who played the title character in the TV series Walker, Texas Ranger? Was that Chuck Norris, David Hasselhoff or Tom Selleck? And that was Chuck Norris. Who is the alter ego of Bruce Banner? Is that Iron Man, Spider-Man or the Hulk? And the answer is the Hulk. In music, for what do the letters R and B stand? Rock and ballad, rhythm and blues, or rap and beat? And the answer, rhythm and blues. What fruit makes a pizza Hawaiian? Mango, banana, or pineapple? And let me know what you think of Hawaiian pizzas in the comments down below. The correct answer is pineapple. Blue Ribbon Sports was the original name of which company? Nike, Adidas or Reebok? And that's the original name for Nike. How many murder suspects are in the game Cluedo or Clue? Are there 4, 6 or 8? And there are 6. Lake Victoria is shared by Kenya, Tanzania and which other country? Uganda, Angola or Ethiopia? The answer, Uganda. The Motown music label was formed in which US city? New York, Chicago or Detroit? The correct one there is Detroit. What is the name for the solid form of carbon dioxide? Is it graphite, diamond or dry ice? And it is dry ice. What does the W stand for in SWAT? Is it weapons, world or wild? And the answer is weapons. What form of transport was invented by Christopher Cockerell? The helicopter, submarine or hovercraft? And the answer is hovercraft. The film Mary Poppins is set in which city? Paris, New York or London? And it's set in London. What is another name for the passenger basket of a hot air balloon? A gondola, pod or cabin? And the answer, gondola. What is the name of an adult female swan? Pen, doe or hen? And the answer is pen. Adolf Hitler was born in which country? Germany, Austria or Poland? And the answer is Austria. Greenpeace was formed in which country? The USA, Canada or Sweden? And the answer is Canada. In which decade did Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay summit Everest? In the 1940s, 50s or 60s? And the answer, the 1950s. What animal is the mascot for the Hollywood film studio Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer? Is it a lion, mouse or woodpecker? And the answer, a lion. The Pantanal is a wetland region of which continent? Asia, Africa or South America? and that's in South America. What is the main colour of the European Union flag? Is it blue, green or red? And the answer is blue. What major road is interrupted by the Darien Gap? The Pan-American Highway, the Trans-Siberian Highway or the Trans-Canadian Highway? And the answer is the Pan-American Highway. Lufthansa is the flag-carrying airline of which country? France, Germany or Italy? And the answer is Germany. Red sky at night, shepherd's delight. Red sky in the morning, shepherd's what? Is it warning, storming or scorning? And it is warning. Okay, so how did you do? Drop your score and any other thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, a big thank you to Davey for sending me in some questions. He hosts a weekly quiz at the Frog and Ferret in Spennymoor, County Durham. So if you're in that area, go check out his excellent quiz. If anybody else would like to send me some questions, then I'll put a link to my email address in the comments down below and in the description. And if you'd like to check out another mega quiz, here's one for you here. Or if you'd like to try something new, why not check out my second channel, Quizamp, which there's a link right for you here. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.